What's going on, everybody? As promised, more content coming your way. Just want to take a couple minutes and talk about my cousin's truck that I have currently been swapping in a 400. Pretty good so far. It's runs on one Bruno power. Yeah, you can get out of there now. Unfortunately, there's no motor in there yet. We're working on it currently. This is my handy dandy little shop hand Bruno, and he's come to help me with all my projects, and he'd probably be in here and you'll see him bounce around in the background. Our good Bruno here has some Honda Civics that he'd really like to rebuild, and we're going to work on his motor and make it slightly faster. But anyways, that being said, yeah, big things coming to the garage. It's coming along. I finally got my car in here, and hopefully in the coming months we're going to get the hoist in. But yeah, it's a lot more spacious in my old garage if you actually did see that horrible place. Anyways, supposed to get that station wagon going and all that jibber jabber, but for now we're going to work on this thing. This is the 400 that's going in the truck and the NV 4500 that's going behind it. So I guess for today I'm just going to make a short little video. We're going to get it on the stand, probably pull off the flex plate, and I got to put on a flywheel for this thing. I know the handy dandy piece of information: if you ever decide to do this NV 4500 swap, you cannot use the flywheel that came out of the 6.2 diesel, the GM, because it is externally balanced, not like a small block Chevy, which is internally balanced. So if you put that on, it's going to probably run really bad. Alrighty, so we'll get to cracking here. This is the old 305 that came out of the truck. We pulled it out last week, I think it was. And it is as big of a turn as it looks. So I'm going to keep a couple pieces off of it, but I'm really curious to see what cam is in here. The guy who sold it to my cousin said there's some kind of really crazy cam in this engine. So we're going to rip it out and have a look and see, and if it is that good, maybe I'll stab it in a 350 and maybe we'll put the 350 in something. But yeah, no, let's have a look at that. I absolutely hate this engine. You're no one. A camera stand, and my helper just standing there doing nothing. Welcome to your new home, buddy. You want this thing?
No, not really.
Okay. Hopefully this doesn't drop too fast, but there you go. All over the floor. Isn't that fancy? Oh well. Let's get this new motor up, because I want it off this engine stand, because that little guy will be going on the engine stand. That's Buddy's all aluminum 6-liter he dropped off. We'll be stabbing that into, I think it was a 65 Chevy C10, he said. I don't remember. Too many people tell me too many things all the time. Too many projects on the go, I guess. All right. Let's see if we can do this without killing ourselves. Right. So this should be a pretty interesting little engine. Built it. When did we start building this?
I don't know.
I don't remember. Anyways, it's got a TFS cam in it. 226, 230 something or other. We were aiming to make at least 450 horsepower, but I don't know if we'll get there or not. There was talk of adding boost to it, but I mean, it's only a 2-bolt main. A lot of guys say you can do it, but I don't know how much I trust it. After that, where did I put those bolts? Get more organized in this place. So besides that, Promax heads, I think it's 64cc chambers on this thing. Pistons are absolutely horrendous. I remember when I first pulled this engine apart, I think it came out of like 70, early 70s Caprice, I think the guy said he gave it to us. And I pulled the heads off this thing, absolute bathtub pistons. I think they might be like 26 or 22 cc dish. Biggest dish I've ever seen aside from the diesel engine. But yeah, I mean, 64cc should help a little bit, you know. But anyways, we didn't want anything too crazy. We still wanted to run on pump gas and see how that goes. All right. Let's see. Do we dare try and snap it in the truck already?
Well, let's just take out the other tranny first.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have to fly with it anyways. Well, there we have it. Away we go. That with the old. We should make live videos since we're going to be doing this almost every day. I kind of sort of figured if, we quit around 4 o'clock, so I just come here and work on stuff.
Just start posting them on TikTok.
I mean, we could, but I'm not young enough for TikTok. You could probably do it if you want. You're an old man, right? I'll bust it away. Look at that. Lifts up the whole motor and everything, which is much better than when we picked it up because it had iron heads on it, iron intake, and I remember I was standing on the back with the whole front end wanting to come up. I actually modified this thing so that I could actually pull the engine out of my car without taking the hood off and make this much longer, but because of that, it's kind of sketchy. All right. See what we're dealing with. Bye-bye, engine stand. All right. All right, let's get that flywheel off. I guess that'll be it for today. Guess we could probably pull the trans out, but I really don't feel like it. It is beer drinking time. All right. Where's my good old persuader? We're not using this again, so. Unless you want it.
Yeah, I don't think that'd fit on a Honda.
Right. It would if we put a 350 in your Honda.
Put a 350 in the Integra.
Yeah, we'll see. C10 engine rebuild still on there. Perfect. All right. I guess we'll call that quits for today. Not really anything else we can do until we get parts, right? Cool. Stay tuned for part 2, I guess.